Hey, folks, welcome back. Our final rugby broadcast weekend, game number 6. This is the Lions on the road against Zebre Parma. And I haven't got my lineups together yet, so give me a few minutes here. So they'll be coming out here shortly and getting started. So let me just prep my lineups while you're there. Welcome back to the program. We've had a busy weekend. On Friday, the Stormers had a big win, but they blew an opportunity for a bonus point, and now they're not at the top of the log, even though they're the largest point differential. The Sharks were turgid and had a 17-17 draw against the Dragons when they should have easily had a win. And then we have the Saturday action with the All Blacks beating the pathetic Wallabies. And then it was the Springboks holding on against Argentina, a game they should have won decisively, but winning the Rugby Championship nonetheless. After that, we had the Bulls, and they just had a really, pretty good game against Leinster. Leinster leaves South Africa, its tour in South Africa with no points, no losing bonus points, no try bonus points. They lost 35-0 against the Stormers last week. And by the way, how do I sound? Can you hear me? Yeah, you guys can hear me. Good. Okay, good. And thanks to the 40-plus people here currently here to watch the Lions, or listen to the Lions and watch me. So that's coming up here shortly, and I'm just getting through my lineups here. And once I get through this, then I'll go ahead. They're not playing yet, so we're not quite there yet. All right. Oh, I just realized something. That's X file, new window, paste. There's my lineup. Craig Evans is the official from Wales, one of my favorite officials. He's pretty good official. He hasn't had many bad games. Okay, Zebre Parma, I've got theirs now here too. I have to set these up with text files so I can keep up with the lineups and the changes in the lineup as the game goes. But we'll see how the Lions do. I don't expect a whole lot. They lost last week. Zebre Parma was very impressive last week, so if I root for Zebre Parma, don't be disappointed. Sorry, Lions fans. I wonder if my host in Northcliffe is here, because she's a Lions fan. We'll see. All right. Getting close there. Of course, I've got to do this 23 times minimum because there's 23 players. And the Lions lineup is out now. Sorry for this, folks, but I was very tired last night when I got back. After doing 5 broadcasts yesterday, I had to go do the Veterans Association to check in on things. Inspected the kitchen late at night on a Saturday night. It caught people by surprise. Weren't expecting that. But that's what I did. There's only 22. Oh, he's 23. Okay, why is it quiet all of a sudden? Did my stream die? No, they're just not talking. Players are out on the pitch now. Okay, so there we go. All right, now I've got both lineups, and I can give them to you. I think they're going to start in about 3 minutes, probably. So, am I out of paper? What's the problem here? Oh, there it is. Took a moment for it to get to the printer. That's odd. Okay, strange things this weekend. I still can't find my damn phone. The one broken one I'm going to replace the screen for. All right, so now I've got both lineups, and we're ready to go. Thank you, 58 people currently tuned in here. And we'll see how this game goes, if the Lions can pull it off. All right, we're ready. They're out on the pitch. So for Zebre Parma, Giovanni Montemori at the fullback, Mirko Belloni on the right wing, Julio Bertaccini and Damino Mazza in the center. Simon Geza on the left wing. Giacomo Del Re is the fly half. And they're wearing hideous-looking jerseys today, multicolored. Are the Lions. The Lions are going to kick first. Chris Smith is going to kick. So the Zebre Parma wearing yellow. We're underway, 3 seconds in. Let me turn the score on as Zebre Parma gets the kick from Chris Smith to start this game. Just a moment here. Where's the score? All right, so Zebre kicked the ball up the pitch, and let's see where it went into touch, just past midfield to be a Lions line-out. So the scrum half is Alessandro Fusco, Mohamed Hassa, Tommaso De Bartolomeo, Ian Nuclei, Alessandro Ortombina. This is like, make these names difficult so nobody can pronounce them today. Leonard Krumov is the captain, Samuel Locatelli, and then Bautista Stavile. Line-out successful for the Lions. They go over the pitch. It's artificial turf. These hideous-looking Lions jerseys. I don't know what they're trying to prove. They look like somebody vomited on their clothing. And that's kicked over the top by Nico Sten down, and both players go up for it. It gets knocked backwards, but looks like Zebre Parma have recovered it. At least Zebre Parma's uniforms make sense. They're yellow with black and white stripes down the side. And Bautista Stavile and David Ruggeri are the players for Zebre Parma. For the Lions, Kuhn Horn at fullback, Edwin Cater on the right wing, Henkel van Wyk and Richard Creel in the center, Angela Davids on the left wing, Chris Smith is the fly half, Nico Sten is the scrum half, Frankie Horn is the captain, and the Lions have the ball. It's kicked down the pitch, just short of their 10-meter line. Ruck is formed, Nico Sten will dig it out, and about 15% of the pitch is in shadows from the upper stands. Difficult to see from this side as the Lions drive back towards that 10-meter line. Ruck form once again. Nico Sten at the back of that wearing these puke ugly jerseys. This is just sickening to see these jerseys, folks. So here's a box kick over the top. It's going to go into touch. It's going to come all the way back because Nico Sten kicked it into touch. Rowan Fenter, Renzo Duplessis gets the start today. Wearing number 6 jersey. Rowan Delport, Etienne Oosthuizen are the locks. In the front row, RF Skuman, Franco Murray, and SJ Kotza. Off the bench, it's Mornay Brandon, Heiko Pullman, Asanati Nabakanye, Darren Landsberg, Steenkamp, Hashim Pede, Lubabalo, Dobello, Reinhard Jonker. The official is Craig Evans from Wales. This side judges are Manuel Bottino from Italy and Luca Bissetta. The Zebre knock it on. They got the line of success with them to knock it on, so it'll be a scrum to the Lions. And Luca Bissetto from Italy. The TMO is Aled Griffiths from Wales. And there you go. Now we got through the lineup. Sorry about that, folks. Took a few minutes to get through that. Very small crowd in Parma for this game. So, the far side of the pitch in the sun, where people are trying to stay warm, is reasonably full, about half full. Renzo Duplessis. Again, this Lions jersey is hideous, folks. Robbie Vasels. Oh, boy. Here's the scrum. It's put in the pipe. Nico Sten brings it out, comes to the short side of the pitch, and there's space out there. There go the Lions over midfield. It sounds like I'm on the field because the sound carries so well out there because there's so few people present. The Lions take on the far side of the pitch. They kick it forward into the 22 where it's picked up by Parma. Zebre driving up. That's the fullback Giovanni Montemori. He's tackled there. The ruck is formed outside the 22 on the far side of the pitch. Here they go. Try to go through some phases. Zebre Parma. Lions are ready for it. Big push there. Ruck is reformed. Call to use it already. Is that Craig Evans? It doesn't look like Craig Evans from behind. Oh, that ball went backwards. He dropped it. Ball's high in the air. Who's going to get it? And the Lions have come away with it. And that's Angelo Davids passing it around. But that's a forward pass there. Or was it hit? It might have been hit. I think it's a forward pass, but it might have been tipped by one of the Zebre players. Yep, they're going to come back. It was a forward pass. Yep. It is Craig Evans. He doesn't look like Craig Evans from a distance. He looks a lot lighter. No, that's him. Oh, he's changed his hair. He looks a little bit different. Craig Evans is a mixed race fellow, and he looked like a white guy from a distance. His hair looks different, too. He usually keeps it short. Yeah, that's definitely a forward pass. That's what I said. All right, so it will be a scrum to the Zebre Parma side. Zebre with a big win last week. Congratulations to them. So, nothing really making any sense so far here, folks. It's a scrum to Parma at the 10-meter line of the Lions. Bind. Whistle blows. I'm going to reset it. He's warning both sides about what to do. So we're looking at Friday. The Edinburgh-Ulster game was postponed because of Storm Amy. Stormers won 26-10 at home over Osprey. Dragons tied the Sharks 17-17. Connacht and Scarlets were postponed yesterday because of Amy. Benetton defeated Glasgow 16-14. Did I actually pick Benetton? I can't remember. Bulls 39-31 over Leinster, and Munster defeated Cardiff 23-20. That's closer than it should have been. And a penalty called against the Lions as they collapsed the scrum. And so Craig Evans, it's a 40-meter kick. Can they get it? So they line it up. 6 minutes, 35 seconds into the contest. Here comes the kick from the 10-meter line, about 40 meters out. 30 seconds on the penalty clock for the kick. In the distance, I can see those hideous Italian apartment buildings. I know them only too well from living in Italy. Ugh, I didn't live in one, though. I lived in a duplex. Here's the kick. He's taking his time. He launches it. Looks wide left. He missed it. Pushed it left. No points for Zebre. So Dore missed. He missed. That's unfortunate for the Italians. Okay, so yesterday I got the Springboks game correct. I got the Exeter game correct. Leicester game correct. Missed the Saracens. Got the Bulls correct. Missed the Benetton. I did pick Glasgow. I was going to pick Benetton. And Munster I got correct. And then today I got, Northampton's playing right now. And I've got that one correct so far. Here's the restart. Zebre comes charging up over the 10-meter line on their side of the pitch. Almost to midfield. Tackle is made there. They dig it out. Alessandro Fusco. The ball pops up in the air. That's a knock-on. Lions have picked it up. That's a 50-22 if it goes into touch, and it is 50-22. Beautiful kick by the Lions. Wait a second. Oh, I guess it wasn't a 50-22. I thought he's behind the line. They're saying it's the Benetton ball. Zebre, excuse me. Vincere il derby. I don't know what that means. 8:26 off the clock here. And the Zebre Parma will throw the ball in. There we go. Oh, it's dropped behind. And they're trying to get a ruck going here, but what a mess it is. Zebre Parma have really cocked this up. Now they've still got it somehow. They charge up. They're only about their 10-meter lines. The Lions, if they get a turnover here, a steal would be in great shape. But it looks like they're getting a clearance kick coming from Fusco, the scrum half. Here's the kick over the top. Fusco sends it down the pitch. That ball is going to go into touch. The mark will be just outside the 22, about 30 meters. So behind Zebre Stadium is like an industrial complex, a big factory. That's not a good look. Thanks to the folks who are here. Appreciate it. Gordon's Bay. I love Gordon's Bay, Elsie. So Franco Murray will throw it in for the line out. Successful to the Lions. Nico Sten sends it to Chris Smith. And here come the Lions charging up the pitch. It's hard to read the numbers on these hideous jerseys. So they come up the middle now here to the Lions. They come wide. Space on the outside. Chris Smith sends it back to the inside. Tackles made there by the Zebre. So the Lions really can't find space here to break through. They're trying to push their way through the middle, but it's not there. Nico Sten goes wide opposite to Chris Smith. He sends it back there. Oh, almost had a gap, but then it closed very quickly. Oh, nice tip there, but it's going to be a forward pass. Scrum to Benetton. Keep saying Benetton. Scrum to Zebre Parma. Excuse me. I keep saying Benetton. Why do I have Benetton on my brain today? Strange. So which games I get wrong here? So I got the Benetton game wrong, and I got the Australia game wrong. I was hoping Australia would win that in Saracen. So I got 3 games wrong yesterday. And I had no picks on Friday, unfortunately. That really sucks. So at the moment, the Bulls are the top of the log, 2 wins, 2 bonus point victories with 10 points. The Stormers are second with 9. Munster is third with 9. Crouch. Bind. Set. 11 minutes into the contest now, and boy, Zebre pushing the Lions backwards. There's a penalty they got on the scrum. They get it out. They run up the pitch all the way past midfield. Here comes Zebre down the near sideline. And they're near that touch line, but they're still going. Oh, he gets down to 22. Offloads it. Zebre's going to score the first try. Maybe not. Lions get back there. They stop him at 5 meters out. It looked for sure like they were going to score. Zebre have got some action. They go wide on the wing. That's going to be a try on the far side. Tommaso Di Bartolomeo gets it. Wow, that's a beautiful try. And Zebre go on top. Wow. That was beautiful. Oh, it's Stavile. Why is Stavile wearing number 7? How did he wind up there? Huh. I don't know all the players on the Zebre side. You look like Jacques Berger with that haircut. That's amazing. Well done. So 12 minutes in. And the conversion is no good, so it's 5-0. $5-0 Zebre Parma out front. $5-0. That was brilliant. Here's a restart. Ball goes deep down to the near side, and it's taken about 8 meters out by Zebre. They're up to about the 18-meter line. Ruck is formed. They're going to dig it out from there. Lions defense is set. And no territorial gain there as the hooker goes down. That's, I guess that's Bartolomeo, since it's not Stavile. And that ball's kicked into touch by Zebre Parma. It'll be a Lions line out. Line out is good for the Lions at the 10-meter line. Chris Smith sends the ball over, charging through the middle. Nico Sten now. Oh, and way offside is Zebre Parma. All their players are offsides. And the Lions are all the way back on their side of the pitch now. They've driven back about 15 meters because the Zebre are offside. And here they go again, offside. 3 players are offside, and Craig Evans is not catching it. Now they're onside. Now they're all onside for once. There's a kick. Nico Sten, box kick over the top. It's going to go down inside the 10-meter line. It bounces backwards all the way back up the field for Chris Smith, who kicks it to the wing. Looking for a 5-meter kick. Almost got it. Picked up by Zebre at the 5-meter line, and they're going to kick it back the other way. And that ball finds touch. But it's brought back into play by the Lions in the shadows. And Kuhn Horn sends it high into the air. Here's a chase. Tackle's made. The ball's dropped. Who's got it now? Can't tell. It looks like the Lions may have recovered it. The Lions have the ball outside the 22. Here they come over the middle. Charging through. Playing an advantage now. Nico Sten. Chris Smith. And down the sideline goes Creel. And he winds up throwing a forward pass. So we're going to come back for the penalty. Yeah, so nothing doing there for the Lions. But they did get a penalty here. Let's see what they do. They're calling for the post. Shot called. Chris Smith will kick towards the post. Hey, Joy. Andre Mostart. This is one of the ugliest stadiums I've ever seen. The Italians don't have a great sense of beauty for architecture. They don't. That died with the Romans. The Italians don't know how to build things. It's just hideous looking. There's no aesthetic beauty to places in Italy. Really not, folks. Trust me, I lived there. I lived in Italy. All right, so Nico Sten's got a finger on the ball because apparently it's falling off the tee. So let's see if that influences the kick. Chris Smith, 22 seconds on the shot clock. Lions trying to get on the scoreboard. 16:38 off the clock. Here's Chris Smith. That looks beautiful. Flags go up. It's 5-3. Two-point difference now. Thank you, Neff. Appreciate it. 5-3. This near side of the pitch in the shadows, apparently the stadium's pretty full, so it's a bigger crowd than it looked like. Yeah, those seats look pretty full. So it's a much bigger crowd than I thought. Switching the booting leg here, and Zebre kicks to the near side in the shadows, making it challenging to see the ball. But the Lions come down with it at the 22. They drive forward, tackle made at the 24-meter line. Counter ruck side entry there from Zebre, no call. And past the 22 it comes. Ruck is formed. Nico Sten being told to use it before he even arrived. Kick, that was touched. A box kick got hit. And Creel can't get, who is that? Is that Renzo Duplessis? I can't see. I don't know what the intent of the Lions was to wear these hideous jerseys, but we can't even tell who the players are. And the Zebre have the ball, dancing in front of Richard Creel over near the 22 on the Lions side of the pitch. Tackle's made just outside the 22. Ruck is formed, and Fusco is trying to dig it out. He gets it out of there, hands it off to the hooker. He's tackled behind the 22. Going to send it over the middle here. Our Zebre working their way up the pitch. Ian Nuclei. And then there's the fly half. It goes wide. They've got, they threw it, lost the ball forward. Had some little space on the near side. It was kind of tight, but they had some space there, and they couldn't quite pull it off. They had 5 players out here. And he threw it forward and then lost it. Oh, I see. Kicked it off a line. That's what happened. Didn't see that. So kicked it off one of the Lions players. So will it be Zebre's ball or did it lose it forward? It is. So Nico Sten's being talked to. So it's going to be a Lions scrum. So it was lost forward or forward pass by them. Please, I beg you, don't ever put a jersey on like that. Yeah, no, Joy, that's a hideous jersey. It's disgusting. Yeah, I've never bought a jersey like that. It's really ugh. So the Bulls are in first place, Stormers in second place, Munster third, Cardiff is in fourth. Only 3 teams remain undefeated in the top 3. There are a few haven't played yet that are undefeated. Yep. So Zebre Parma is playing now. They're undefeated. Connacht was delayed and Ulster's delayed. They are undefeated. But there's 3 teams 2-0, and a 4th team today could be 2-0 if one of these teams wins. Yep. So good start to the season for some teams. Stormers the 51-point differential because they're big victories the first 2 weeks. Excuse me. Scrum. Set. Nico Sten puts it in the pipe, and it collapses. And a penalty against the Lions in their own scrum. They turn it over. 20 minutes into the game. Not good for the Lions. And tap and go. They tried to go quickly, but Craig Evans won't allow that. So they probably kicked to the corner, I would imagine. Yeah, the Lions they just collapsed big time. So they kick for the corner. Zebre, chance to run up the score here. Last week the Lions lost 33-20 to Cardiff. Line out successful. Zebre into a maul. They're driving forward now. Got a good surge there. Another good surge. And they're down to the 2-meter line. It collapses there. Ball's available. Pick and go. Did he get in? No. Stopped. Stavili almost had a brace of tries there. Held up. But there's a penalty. Stavili nearly had a brace of tries, but that was held up. Franco Murray called for a penalty here. Yeah, Mikael Martin and Zebre did look good the first week. They're looking good today, too. It'd be a nice new day for them if the crowds are coming now. If they could have consistent good play, that'd be amazing. For years, they were just a doormat. Line out unchallenged, and Zebre into a maul at the 5-meter line. Not really going anywhere. Now they drive forward. Here they go. They're close to the try line. They're over. No. Short. And they dive through. Is it Stavili again? Stavili comes out of the back there. He has a brace of tries. Stavili grabs that ball and dives over the line. Well done. My goodness. Bautista Stavili with another try. Woo! Man, oh man. My goodness. Brilliant work. He picked it up and just dove. He saw that line. There was no one there to stop him. Brilliant work on his part. Renzo Duplessis was trying to get in. Nico Sten was trying to get in there. Uh-oh. TMO. They may have held a Lion player, so that try may be overturned. Let's see what happens here. This might be taken off. That try may be for nothing. So, apparently one of the Simon Jesse was grabbing one of the Lions players. Renzo Duplessis couldn't get away from the ruck to make the tackle. I didn't see it. The Irish commentators are entertaining. One guy's like, "It's exactly what I would have done." Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. A little play acting by Renzo Duplessis. Let's see. I don't know about that. It looks like Renzo Duplessis is acting. They're going to disallow the try.
Okay, Captain. Okay, we're going to disallow the try, okay? We've got a Lions defender in that situation. You can't go to make a tackle because your player is holding him into the breakout. No, you can't be held in there and stop him getting out. It's no try. No try.
It's the right call. Yeah, it's the right call. Tough breaks to Stavili, who had himself a brace there. But if Renzo Duplessis had not been held into the ruck, he may have been able to make that tackle. "22 minutes into the contest, folks. It's 5-3, Zebre. Could have been 10-3. Good acting job by Renzo Duplessis. Line out successful to the Lions from their 32-meter line. Nico Sten over the middle. Ball's box kick by Nico Sten. Goes to about midfield. Taken by Zebre. And they'll form a ruck. Simon Gacy, the miscreant who cost them a try, digs it out in the roll scrum half there, the left winger. Use it as the call. Fusco, little kick over the top, bounces in front of the 22. That's nicely done. Picked up by the Lions. It's much smarter than kicking high into the air, and it goes inside 22, and they just take the mark. I like that approach much better. Little, just like floater over the top. Lions at the 22. Nico Sten digging it out. I think it was taken back, so he's going to have to keep it in play. Maybe it wasn't because he kicks for touch. Yeah. People cheering in the stands. I'm really not sure what the chants are. Something about Victoria or something like that. Oh, excuse me. Sounds like it might have to run for the store during halftime, get some brandy. Neff, you might have to. Nice pass by the Lions, but oh, what a big tackle over there. Is it Renzo Duplessis who made that tackle? It was Renzo. Stops him in midfield, takes all the momentum away from Zebre, who were driving. They had players on the wing, but Duplessis had different ideas. Here's a kick from the fly half from his 10-meter line to the right wing. Who's going to get this one? Angelo Davids, it goes backwards. Richard Creel goes backwards. It's finally picked up by Renzo Duplessis. I think it is. Or is it Kuhn Horn? Can't tell. Oh, that looked a little forward. Maybe it was flat. Lions have the ball, but at the 30-meter line. Nico Sten will dig it out, call to use it. Nico Sten is going to kick this over the top. Well, Craig Evans showing off his Italian for the Italian players. Angelo Davids can't get it, but it's picked up by the Lions on the outside. Here they come, down the sideline, up over midfield, still going strong. Down to about the 10-meter line. It's a nice carry there. Lions off their feet, not called for it. Oh, there's space up the middle. There go the Lions. Nico Sten, can he outrun them? No. They get him at the 10-meter line. And they turn the ball over. Nico Sten got isolated, and Zebre stop him. 10 meters out. I thought that Nico Sten was going to get a try, but the defense got back. So they'll kick from about their 10-meter line. Boy, great chance for the Lions, and it goes awry. The try was not given, Mikael Martin, because Simon Gessi grabbed Renzo Duplessis and held him so he couldn't leave the ruck to make the tackle. You can't hold a player in the ruck. Oh, so Creel is going out. You said HIA maybe. Reinhard Jonke comes in for Richard Creel. Must be a head injury assessment. Lions boot the ball back down into touch. They received it inside their 22, so Kuhn Horn sends them all the way back down the pitch. Kuhn Horn, nice way to put it back down the pitch there after Zebre tried to pin them back. So it'll be a Zebre line out. 27 minutes, 30 seconds into the contest. The hooker will throw it in from their 34-meter line. Let's go. They go deep. Successful. Not challenged by the Lions. Try to get them all going. It's going nowhere. I can hear individual players screaming on the pitch. This is pretty wild. And Stavide has the ball, but he's tackled. Oh, not quite tackled yet. Now he's tackled by the Lions. 28 minutes into it now. Zebre trying to get something going. Call to use it. Fusco. Box kick over the top. It'll go down past midfield and near side into shadows. And it bounces into touch. Going to come all the way back. Good decision there by the Lions not to field that ball. It was Edwin Cater. He judged it well. So we're going to come all the way back down the pitch. If he'd have caught that, he would have taken a heck of a shot from the Zebre player. Looks like David Ruggeri is getting some treatment on his left shoulder for Zebre. And the captain is talking to Craig Evans, Leonard Krumov. Hey, Vilma, what's going on? CB, welcome to you as well. 2830. By the way, folks, we had over 10,000 subscribers yesterday. Finally made it. This channel finally got 10,000 yesterday. So excited about that. Be nice if it was 150,000, but we'll take 10,000. 10,012 now. And I just got my achievement thing. It just showed me 10,000 subscribers, YouTube says. New achievement. Thank you for that, YouTube. Line out successful for the Lions. They go across the middle. Chris Smith. A little bit of a gap over there. They advance it. And not releasing the ball again. The Lions get caught. Not releasing. It's Nico Sten the second time. Tries to drive through there. Yeah, no, that's the right call. Jackal the ball, do Zebre. They get it away from the Lions. Twice now Nico Sten has been caught, isolated, and turned the ball over. Dare sends it to the near sideline and into touch. It'll be a line out for Zebre, somewhere around the 10-meter line on the line side of the pitch. Almost 30 minutes gone in the first half. A very low-scoring affair thus far. But the Italian rugby fans are into this, man. More people showed up on that far side. That side of the stadium is filling up since the game started. Oh, that line out goes awry, and the Lions come away with it. Boy, Zebre can't live well there. So they're playing an advantage here, I guess, because it was not straight. Yeah, advantage for not straight. Scrum or line out? Not straight. It wasn't even close to straight. So the Lions will have a scrum at their own 10-meter line. 30 minutes off the clock. Not looking good here, folks. Crouch. Bind. And we're going to reset. Munster apparently the only team to go on the road this weekend and win. Everyone else lost on the road. Crouch. Bind. Set. Nico Sten has to put the ball in, and he turns it over. I don't know what the hell he's doing here. What is the problem here? Why didn't he put it in? Boy, the Lions' front row is screwing up, so they turn it over. Going to put Zebre in the scoring position here. And they turned the ball over from their own scrum. I don't know what was going on there. They're just having lots of problems, the Lions. That scrum is killing them. Here's a kick to the corner. "32 minutes here." Line out for Zebre. This one's successful. They're driving forward now. Maul is gaining. There it goes. Down to about 10 meters. Zebre getting close to that touch line. They're still going. 5 meters now. Lions regroup and it collapses 5 meters out, but they gained about 15 meters off that. And it's an advantage for the Zebre side, and they drive down to 1 meter. I think the scrum half should have dove across there. He didn't do it. There was a space there, but here they're back here to score again. Ball's available. Pick and go. Short again. Oh, scrum half dove over this time. He faked it. Oh, there's space. They're going to go wide. Back to 5 meters. Dancing. Oh, nice job. Down to 2 meters, but he's not releasing. And they turn it over. Going to come back for another penalty. So Zebre were playing a penalty advantage, but they almost turned it over there. 33 minutes in the contest. Sharks managed to draw on the road. It was terrible. That wasn't a win. I said only team to win. Sharks were atrocious. They should have won on the road. So they're being warned now. Frankie Horn is being warned. Side entry from the winger. But they're being warned about all the penalties. So Zebre Parma gets another chance here. Somebody's trying to put their boot back on. Got a break in the action as he puts his boot back on. It's taking forever here to put a boot on. I've never seen somebody take so long to put the shoe on. Now he's finally up and ready. So, whistle blows. Going to kick for a 5-meter line out. Zebre Parma, another opportunity to score. They already squandered one down here. And twice now they had a chance to score here. They haven't gotten it done. 70 people here. Thanks for joining us, folks. Be sure to hit the like button. 52 of you have done it so far. Line out goes deep, and Zebre come away with it. They're into a maul. Now they're driving forward. They were stationary. Now they're going forward. Going forward. They're over. They got it. It's the hooker. Oh, we're going to... It is Deportes Maleo. We're going to check on this one again. He doesn't look too excited. A field decision is try. Let's see what happens. Tommaso Di Bartolomeo. Let's see. Looks good there. I think it's good. We'll see if they take it away. Hard to tell. I think it's going to stand. Amaretti, Qatar Airlines, Gilbert's, adverts on the side, Laumas, it's on the back of their jerseys. Still waiting for the TMO. He's bringing up the angles now. Still waiting here for the TMO to get this sorted. Oh, the chat's really died off there. People must just be listening in the background. The Lions aren't inspiring a lot of attention. Where's Marilyn at? I was looking for Marilyn Birkinshaw to be here. What's the call? Try is good. Try is awarded. Here's the conversion. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Should be able to make this one, Dore. 10-3 is the lead. Just got it inside the post. 12-3. Zebre off to 12-3 lead here, late in the first half. Yeah, I'd like to see the Lions be replaced with the Griquas. That worked for me. Yeah, I did see you, Vanna. The one guy wasn't bound, but I don't think it impacted the play. Here's the restart. 7 meters out. And Zebre going to kick for touch. Long kick. Wow, that's like a high veld kick. That ball went about 70 meters. 60 meters. Down inside the 10-meter line is where the mark is. That's a hell of a kick, clearance kick. Well done by Zebre Parma. That's what they were debating, I think, Vanna, for such a long time. Look at that replay to see if whether he was unbound. Lions line out. It's challenged, but the Lions come away with it. Nico Sten over the middle to Chris Smith. Tackle made at 10-meter line. Kuhn Horn kicks it high into the air. The pursuit from the other side. Angelo Davids can't get it. It's knocked on by him, and the Zebre side have it. They kick it away. Advantage is over. Going to go down to the 22 where Kuhn Horn fields the ball. He's going to kick it back the other direction from about his 27-meter line, and it's going to go inside the 22 where Zebre has it. Now let's see what they do with it. Daré runs outside the 22. He sees space. Still going. He's not interested in kicking the ball, so they get up to the 36-meter line, call to use it. Fusco comes over, switches direction, brings it to the middle of the pitch. And breaking one tackle, Zebre go forward. Ruck is formed. They come to the near side, nearly drop, but held on to magically by a Zebre player. Not held in the tackle, gets up and goes again. Fusco sends it back over the middle. Zebre trying to work it back the other side. They're up to the 45-meter line now. Ruck is formed. Fusco goes wide to Daré. Daré is going to look for help on the outside. He's got it, but they're running out of space there as they get to midfield. Tackle made over there by Kuhn Horn on the Lions' 49-meter line. Ball's available. Ruck formed. Counter ruck coming from the Lions. Big push there from Kuhn Horn. And Zebre behind their 50-meter line now. Another ruck formed. Call to use it. Kicked over the top. And Angelo Davids takes the mark inside the 22. Just a little over a minute left in the first half here in a rather turgid, boring game so far, folks. But looking good for Zebre Parma. Tap. Clearance kick from Chris Smith. Will he find touch? He does find touch. No, Andre, the Lions are not performing well. They're not impressive. This team is a doormat. This is the Scarlets, the doormat of the league. Zebre looked good last week, and they're looking okay this week, so maybe they've turned a corner. Last year, they got excited in January, February. They went up with 5 wins last year. I think a draw, too, which wasn't a particularly good record, but usually they win a game or 2 at most. Line out successful. They bring it away. Fusco over the center. Here's a kick by Daré, and the chase is on by several. Going to get to the 22, taken right outside the 22 by the Lions. Ruck is formed. Nico Sten digs it out. Ball's available. Ooh. Angelo Davids had to dive under that pass so he didn't disrupt it. Kicked all the way back to the 22 where it's picked up by Zebre. Daré kicks it forward, tries to give chase. He gets run into by a Lions player. Lions have fielded it, and now kick back the other direction, looking for a touch. Now inside the 22, Zebre pick it up, and they're going to go to the half. It's over the Hooters, so they go to the half. That's going to end it, and Zebre Parma will be happy to go into the locker room with a 12-3 lead, and rightly so. The Lions are just not performing, not impressing anybody here. Disappointing. So halftime, folks, if you need to stretch, you get a chance to do that here in just a minute. I'm trying to get the halftime score before they go to the commercial break. Come on. Stavile robbed of a brace because of illegal play. Nearly had a beautiful second try. Had a wonderful first try. But Zebre Parma get that try back later on. So at the half, it's 12-3 Zebre Parma lead the Lions at home. It's Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi. I think is how to pronounce it. Yep. So there we go. Okay. Just trying to save the halftime score. I do that every game if I can, folks. I try to save the score at halftime as an image. All right, got it. Okay. Halftime. All right, you can stretch your legs out. I know there are a few players not there that went to the Bucs, but where is the Lions team from the Curry Cup? Yeah, they do look asleep. They do look absolutely asleep. All right, folks, enjoy this. Springback Glory. Stretch my legs. You can too.
Under the southern sun, the green and gold shine bright. On the field of honor, they battle with all their might. From the scrums to the tries, they always find their way. Springboks rising higher day after day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. From the dusty fields to the world stage they've roared. Legends carved in history, their spirit soared. In the hearts of a nation, they ignite the flame. Every tackle, every try, echoing their name. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue. Through the blood, the sweat, the tears, and the pain, they carry the hopes of a country like a chain. From the whistles blow to the final play, they prove their greatness every single day. Springboks just win, win, win. They can't be denied. With the Webb Ellis Cup, they're filled with pride. The greatest rugby nation, standing tall and true, better than the rest in every test they pursue.
And welcome back, folks. Halftime, Zebre Parma leading the Lions 12-3. Not a particularly impressive performance by the Lions so far. They're not really inspired anything. We'll see what happens in the second half. Not good. Not good. Yeah, not looking good. So, Kuhn Horn, Edwin Cater, Henko van Wyk, Richard Creel. These are good players. They should be getting something out of this. Should be getting something, but they're getting nothing at the moment. That's unfortunate. So, Zebre Parma, if they can keep it up, let's see what happens in the second half. 4 people killed in a crash on the N2. Oh, this car looks horribly damaged. My goodness. Government is considering a 25% chrome export tax. The ANC is running out of money to steal, so now they want to charge taxes on exporting chrome. 25% tax on exports of raw chrome to protect the local industry. Yeah, well, that's because Eskom is a disaster. That's why they're in trouble. So that's unfortunate. My goodness. I don't like what Times Live did with their website. It's ugly. It used to be much more impressive. Now it's just horrible looking. Nothing really here worth looking at. It's just terrible what they did to the website. And they make it harder to get the other part of their network, which I'm subscribed to. There's nothing here worth looking at. Good Lord. Let's go to business day. I have to find the bottom. Hope the Lions can do better in the second half. Well, Andre, I think a lot of South African fans. Donnie Lessing wants me to display the halftime on my screen. Donnie, it's on the screen. It's right there at the bottom. Halftime. Vilma's getting new glasses. All right, well, that's exciting. Glad to hear you're getting new glasses. Rise, Mzansi, and Bosa are getting together with a good party. Well, we knew about that. That's not news. That's old. Whatever. Not impressed. Sorry, folks. Just not impressed by that. After Bucks yesterday and Bulls pulling through as well, I really hope the Lions can pull this through, even though it's a small win. Yeah, we'll see. The Lions had a good start to the season last year, but not this year. They have been inconsistent and never really get it right. So they just don't get it done. They do not get it done. Anyway, it's a slow Sunday, folks. We had this morning the Refugee Cafe Clutch. We had that conversation on a regular channel. Now this game, the last one for the weekend, then it's the news, and after that, later this afternoon, a interview with Chris Ehlers, transgenderism, a personal journey. Should be interesting. So I got to give the Independent Online credit. They're covering stories no one else did. Long-standing legal wrangle between the ANC and Zuweleni Investments is far from over after lawyers representing the company threatened to obtain writs of execution for the movable assets over recovering $85 million. So they were never paid. They said they were paid over a year ago. Huh. So what's going on here? Were we lied to in the press? It wouldn't surprise me. And we have an op-ed in the Toilet Paper Record attacking the Democratic Alliance by Funzi Ngubeni, who says, in 2014, Helen Zille told Southerners not to waste their votes on smaller parties. Well, the DA has been doing that all along. That's not new. They've been doing that all along. So halftime at Stadio Sergio Lanfranchi. But the truth is, the only ways to vote in Gauteng today is to vote for the DA. The DA attacks coalitions while depending on them. Well, that part is true. That's a statement of fact there. You can't deny that. Push for military coverage of IVF faces challenge in Congress. Yeah, so I know that's something they've never provided. They won't provide in vitro fertilization for military, and it's really a shame. You have people who can't physically perform because they were injured in combat, but they can still produce what they need to have offspring, and they can't have offspring because of the sacrifice they made for the country. Yet the government won't fund in vitro fertilization, and it's sickening. It's sickening how they refuse to do it. Really sad to see. Well, it's been an interesting weekend. Mostly gone right. Stormers won. Bulls won. Springboks won. And the Springboks also got themselves back-to-back Rugby Championship titles. Maybe that's starting in the season good to hopefully get into quarters. Lions fan, I can keep hoping. Well, Aaron, I hope it goes well for you. Will news start at 6? Yes, it will. It will be at 6, Werner. That's correct. That is correct. So after this, we'll end this broadcast. We won't hang around. As soon as it's over, we're out of here. Hopefully the game doesn't get delayed. And then I will do the news at the top. And then we've got the interview coming up after that. So still halftime. Wow, this is interesting. Sharpie found a way to make pens more cheaply by manufacturing them in the United States instead of China. How did they do that? How did they do that? That is interesting. So it looks like the Lions are back out on the pitch, but we don't see the other side yet. Yeah, Japan's going to have its first female prime minister. Okay, here comes Zebre now, so we'll have them up here in a second. Okay, let me get my volume back on so I can hear this. Ready for the second half. Lions are having a team meeting. They need one. Okay, we're ready to start second half. We turn off the halftime marker now. Craig Evans calling a pretty good game so far. And the whistle blows. Second half about to start. And within the first hour, so that's good. Ball goes inside the 22, far side of the pitch, taken by the Lions down there, Frankie Horn. And there's Kuhnhorn clearing it. And that's going to find all the way back to the 22. Caught in play by Zebre. It's Dare, the fly half. He doesn't kick it, sees space on the outside, charges up, and goes into touch. Ball stripped from him as he goes into touch. Franco Murray is off. Rene Brandon comes into the game. That was quick. Change in the hooker. Line successful. And the line's going from my right to left. Zebre from my left to right. Ruck is formed. Nico Sten, far side of the pitch. The ball gets out there. And playing an advantage here for a high tackle, I think it is. It is a high tackle. And the Lions will be able to kick it down the pitch. There's a chance to get back into the game early in the second half, just a minute and a half into the second half. The Lions have a chance to accomplish something here very quickly as Chris Smith kicks it for territory. Let's see what the mark is going to be. Oh, yeah, it's definitely a high tackle. So the Lions will have a line out 16 meters out. The shadows have now covered over 50% of the field. Very difficult to see the play on the near side. 42 minutes into the contest. Here's the line out. Nearly knocked on by Nico Sten. It was a terrible pass in, but he manages to get it. They get the ball. Lions still have the ball. They get them down to about 5 meters now. They're knocking on the door of the Lions. This is better than what they did in the first half. Mornay Brandon just came in. And Etienne Oosthuizen. Hands in the ruck. That should have been a penalty on Zebre Palmer. Not called. Player on the ground playing with the ball. So the Lions are 5 meters out, still working their way across the pitch, coming to the near side. Now they're about 8 meters back. Lions in their hideous jerseys, not really getting it done. Down to 6 meters. Nico Sten feeds the ball back over the 5 meter line. A penalty against the Lions for being off the feet. So the Lions turn it over. They get nothing out of this. Big mistakes there. Uh, and the line out puts the Zebre side out past their 10-meter line with a kick into touch. Line out goes astray, and the Lions come away with it. They've got it in the middle of the pitch, right about the shadow line there. Nico Sten picks it up, does a dummy, cuts through the middle, but he's isolated again. This time he gets the ball placed. He's twice turned it over from that way. Chris Smith goes wide on the outside to Hinku van Wyk. Van Wyk drives forward. Ruck is formed. Nico Sten shows up, sends it back in. Chris Smith. That's SJ Kotze. Chris Smith to Kuhn Horn, who kicks it high into the air, going to take the mark inside of 22. I do not understand that. It's not smart. Not smart, folks. Don't understand why they do that. "44 minutes in the contest. It'll find touch. Got some substitutions coming in for the Lions now. It looks like 45-minute mark. Clock is stopped. Who's coming in? Mornay Brandon will throw it in from touch. And Lions come down with it. Get over the middle. Mornay, Nico Sten feeds it. Lions now 27 meters away. Driving forward, far side of the pitch in the sun. Nico Sten, Chris Smith. Ooh, way offside is Zebre Parma. No call. Tackling the player before the ball even arrived. Oh, nice try to get through there, but Zebre were ready for it. Penalty for playing the ball on the ground. Tap and go by Nico Sten. He gets down inside the 22. Lions trying to get something going here, down about 15 meters. A penalty for not rolling away. He might be getting a card. We'll see what happens. So Mohamed Hassa is being talked to. He grabs the ball while he's on the ground. Yep. Substitution coming for Zebre Parma. So Matteo Nocero comes in for Locatelli. So Chris Smith will kick for the corner. 46 minutes in, the clock's restarted. And he's going to get about a 5-meter line out. Let's see what the mark is. Should be 5 meters. Yeah, they're putting a 7. Line out successful to the Lions. They're into them all. Not really going anywhere at the moment. Going sideways. Zebre is holding up. Then they break free. Try to go forward. Down. Mornay Brandon gets it down to 1 meter. Oosthuizen. Stopped 2 meters out. Nico Sten tries to go to Renzo Duplessis. Ball's available. A penalty there. That's going to be a card. Someone's in trouble. That's a card. Yeah. Yep. Locatelli going off. Locatelli gets a yellow card. Yeah, 47-5. Locatelli gets a yellow card. So they'll kick it to the corner again. The Lions now up a player, have a good chance here. Yellow card against Zebre Parma. Schumann's in the game, or out of the game. Lamakani comes in the game. Lions have the ball, successful line out. They get a crossed. Who got it? Is it Mornay Brandon? So they give up that yellow card and then Lions score. And who is that? I can't see. Give me a number here. It is Mornay Brandon. Okay. Mornay Brandon. So Lions are finally on the board with a try in the second half. Time off. Oh, we're going to look at it. Might be disallowed. Might be disallowed. Let me hold off before I finish putting it up there. Yep, no try. So no try, it looks like. That's unfortunate. Let's see it. Yeah, he was already down.
Just depends if the knees hit the ground there.
Yeah, did his knees go down?
Trips there. Yeah, I think he's down there.
He's down, and he just lunges across. Yep, that's no try.
Yeah, straight away you can see Simon Jesse remonstrating, gesticulating towards the referee that the tackle is made, and then he
just trips over, doesn't he? And he kind of propels himself
He
back
fell.
up.
It wasn't tackle. I don't know. They argue whether he gets back on his feet. Never fully got back on his feet, so it's going to be no try.
it's not going to stand.
Yep, it's going to be gone. Yep, so no try. Never he gathers. So it's going to be Zabre's ball. Crowd cheers. No try by the Lions. All right, from the 5-meter line, here's a kick coming from Zebre Parma now. Bautista Stavili's leaving. That could be a pivotal moment at 48 minutes, almost 49. Zebre with a line out now. Ferrari comes in. Successful line out for the Zebre Parma side, just outside their 22. Just over 30 minutes remaining in this contest. 8 minutes on a yellow card for Zebre Parma. So chalking off that try was huge for them. They were down a player. Lions going to field this. Ball's available. Mornay and Nico Sten. Lions trying to get back to midfield. Nico Sten goes wide on the outside. Up to midfield we get. Nico Sten comes back towards the middle. Labakanye with his first carry. Asanatin Labakanye. Ball's available. Chris Smith. Kuhn Horn. Richard Creel. Goes wide on the outside. And Henko van Wijk. He's isolated. Not releasing the ball. And great job. Like bees out there swarming around are the Zebre side. Every time the breakdown occurs, they are just there, piling in there. And Henko van Wijk couldn't get the ball placed, so he turned it over. 2-3 players there. Wow. Lions not getting it done here, folks. Just not getting it done. Lions are in last place, and at this rate, they're going to stay there. Leinster in 14th place, 0-2. Wow. Minus 43 points. We got a player down for Zebre. Getting treatment. Clock stopped. Now it's still going at 50-51. Here's the kick. Taken outside of 22 by the Lions. Kuhn Horn dancing out there, running from side to side. Pass it off to Frankie Horn. Then we go wide. Here come the Lions down the sideline. They got something going here. Past midfield, down to the 10-meter line. Still going. Henko van Wijk down to the 22. And Nico Sten has it. Boy, Chris Smith comes wide on the outside. There is a player. It's Angelo Davids down to 5 meters. The Lions pressing. They're in. Who got that? Wow. And it's S.J. Kotze gets a try. Wow. Great support run of a wing. You got a prop. You got a loose head prop who chases the wing and gets the try. My goodness, the Lions are in the game again. Angelo Davids got caught from behind. No, nearly caught from behind. And there's Kotze. That's beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous stuff. Well, the Lions have finally scored. We have a score in the second half. And the conversion is no good, not even close. Nothing doing. So that's going to make it 8-12. There you go. $52:43. The clock has stopped. 4.5 minutes on the yellow card. $52 minutes, 43 seconds in the contest here. And the Lions are back in the game. But that lack of a conversion by Chris Smith doesn't help. Does not help. Yeah, ball bounced inside 22, picked up by the Lions. They're trying to get back short of the 22. Sloppy ruck here, but Nico Sten digs it out. Chris Smith. Call to use it. Kicked by Kuhn Horn down the pitch. Oh, and he puts it in touch. Nice kick back to about 36 meters. Wow. It's a hell of a kick. Line out successful to the Lions. They've got it over midfield. Oh, it looked slightly forward, but no problem. Nico Stain, Chris Smith, and there's Creel on the outside. Creel driving through the 10-meter line. Nico Stain pass it coming back this way. Labakanye picks up a couple meters. He's tackled. Nico Stain goes back into the sun. It bounces off the chest of a Lions player, and it's a knock-on. Shame. Knocked it on. 3 minutes left on the yellow card for Zebre Parma. Leading 12-8 now. Here's a scrum to Zebre. Crouch. Fine. Set. Ball's in the pipe. Zebre have done nothing in the second half either, so they need to get something going if they want to win this game. Ball's available. 10-meter line. Kicked high into the air. Chases on from the near side. Angelo Davids gets it, avoids the tackle. Then he gets tackled. Henku van Vyk goes down the sideline. Here come the Lions. Van Vyk gets it off. The Lions are still advancing. Down to the 22. They throw it away. Frankie Horn picks up the mess. There's space on the outside now because of the discombobulation. There goes Renzo Duplessis. He gets it outside. Here come the Lions in the corner. Edwin Cater with the try. And the Lions have scored and taken the lead just like that. Wow. Edwin Cater. He's been sleeping all day. And he finally gets into the game. Edwin Cater. Man. Suddenly the Lions have come to life. Edwin Cater with the try. Brilliant stuff. Renzo Duplessis. Good pass. So here's a conversion attempt by Chris Smith. It doesn't look like he made that either. So no conversion. So now it's 13-12. Lions up, score, finally. Here's a restart. That yellow card is still out there. It's about to Lions back inside their 22 on the restart. Nico Sten digs it out. Momentum is clearly shifting in favor of the Lions. Can they keep it up is question. Can Zebre Parma get it back? Ball's kicked by Kuhnhorn into touch. It'll be a Zebre line out. 3 substitutions coming in for Zebre. Guido Volpe comes into the game for Krumov, the captain. Didn't see who the other 2 substitutions were. Line out, not challenge, and Parma comes down with it. Over the middle comes from, and that is to Marco Zanon. He just came in the game. So Krumov is still out there. Well, this lineup I have for Zebre is completely screwed up. We got all the wrong players, the wrong jerseys, wrong names. Hard to keep track here. So Fusco digs it out. Ball's available just over midfield for Zebre Parma, approaching the last quarter of the game. High into the air, down around the 22. Kuhnhorn is back there. He gets it, and then he launches the ball the other direction. That's a good kick back to the 22. And Kuhnhorn gets that one. Now they're going to kick it back the other way. Ooh, the kicker was tackled from behind after he released the ball. Zebre kicks it back the other direction. We're playing ping pong now. Bounce inside the 22. Picked up by Chris Smith, who kicks it high. Lions have to retreat. Ball bounces. Going to take a Lions bounce. And picked up by Labakanye. Wow, what a great job. But they turned it over. So the yellow card is up now, back to 15 aside. So they jackal that ball as Labakande couldn't get it placed. Are they going to kick for the corner? Got a Zebre player down here on the near side. Yep, 60 minutes, 27 seconds into the game. All right, 13-12. Not exactly an exciting game, is it, folks? Sorry for that. Massimo Brunelli is the head coach for Zebre. Good ball here coming from the Italians as Zebre driving the Lions backwards with their maul. They hand it off Fusco just 10 meters out. They're threatening to score again. Fusco setting up his players, getting the forwards in place. Giacomo Ferrari. Ball goes the opposite way. Zebre Parma now just 10 meters out. Lions defense is not cracking yet. And they try to drive through that line. Not much success there. Fusco going to bring it back to the inside. Nice carry here by the big number 8. Gets down to 5 meters, but he's not releasing. He finally does. Here they come. Bocatelli. 3 meters. He's down to 3 meters. Let's see what happens here. They're trying to drive it over. All the bodies piled in there. Just 2 meters out. Fusco comes a little wider now. They get to the wing, but it took too long for it to get there. The Lions defense adjusts. They go back inside. 3 meters. Desperation kicking in here. Fusco sends one over. Oh, what a fight to get in the try zone. He's held up. There's a penalty. So he fought to get in, but he landed on top of a Lions player. So we're going to come back for the penalty. Lions were offside. 62-45. Let's see what they do here. They should take the points if they're smart. That would give them the lead. Still waiting to see what's going to happen because the player's down injured. So it gives Zebre a long time to think about it. This right in front of the post is 3 gimme points, puts them back in the lead with 17 minutes left. I mean, you got to be brain dead not to take these points. So Steenkamp comes in the game for Renzo Duplessis. Okay, they're going to go for the post. That would give them a 15-13 lead, which is less than 17 minutes left in the game. Comes the kick. Del Rey puts it through, and Zebre lead again, 15-13. So Zebre back in front. Lead going back and forth here late in the second half. Substitution for Zebre Parma. Hassa replaced by Pittanari. Ten and 12 for the Lions are coming off. Chris Smith leaving. Creel is going off. And Chris Smith. Here's the kick from midfield by the Lions. Down to about 7 meters out. Here, Zebre kick it back the other direction. Going to find touch. Going to be a line out for the Lions. 16 minutes remain. Line out by Zebre. No, by the Lions, excuse me. From midfield. Lubabalo Dobello is out there now for the Lions at fly half. Oh, and it's lost forward. Jeez. Scrum to Zebre after, is it Dobello who knocks it on? Yeah, Dobello. Ivan van Rooyen is the head coach for the Lions up in the booth. He doesn't look too happy. I can understand why. Like I said, that far side of the stadium, the seats filled up quite a bit during the game. So big turnout here in the end. Excuse me. Scrum to Zebre. 15 minutes remain. Crouch. Bind. Set. Call to use it. Scrum goes nowhere. Fusco goes to the sunny side of the pitch, far side. Nice job digging that ball out by Ferraris. And they're going to touch. Or did they go and touch? The Lions keep it alive. I thought it found touch, but apparently it didn't. That's a nice kick by Kuhn Horn. There's no one back there. Chase is on by the Lions. And they lost the ball. It's a knock on. Wow. Good pursuit by Angelo Davids there. Nearly got to the ball. It's a great kick there by Kuhn Horn. A great chase by Angelo Davids. Forcing the error, giving the Lions a scrum deep. Yeah, Davids nearly got there. Let's see. I guess it wasn't a touch on that side. It was close. Yeah, there's no fire in the Lions. There's not much in Zebre either. They're at home. You think they'd want to win this game. They are leading. Clock is ticking down, though. Maybe it's these hideous jerseys they're wearing. Crouch. Bind. Set. Oh, Lions go wide on the outside. They got space. Down to 5 meters. Can they get it out there? They're down to 1 meter, the Lions. Oh, nearly there. He reached, couldn't make it. Nico Sten does the dummy, goes through. They stop him. Oh, ball went loose. There's a knock on. No knock on. Oh, they throw it away, but I think they're playing advantage. Kuhnhorn picks it up at the 22. That's how far back they went. Kuhnhorn drives back to 10 meters. But they nearly scored, didn't quite get it. Whistle blows. Going to go back for the penalty. Craig Evans got pushed in the back by the Lions player. You're not going to be able to score that way, my friend. All right, you're going to come back for it now. Never onside or the Zebre Parma side, so the Lions catch a break there. 12 minutes remain. 12 minutes remain in this one, folks. 66 people here. Thanks for sticking around with us. Time off. What are we going to do here? 68-20. We're going to look at something. Or do we have a player injured? Not sure which it is. Substitution for Zebre Parma. And there is a player injured. Ribaldi comes in. (11 minutes 40 seconds). Now things slow down here. So Lubabalo DeBello is going to kick for the corner for a line out from the 5 meter line to the 5 meter line. Okay, it's going to be a line out to the Lions. Clock is ticking again. 11.5 minutes remain. Line out. They go short by the Lions. It looked like it wasn't straight, but hey, they got away with one that wasn't straight there. Tackle. It's a bad line out. They're lucky to have the ball. Back to 5 meter line. Lions digging it out. Steenkamp picks up a little space. Nabakanye gets driven backwards. Biggest guy in the pitch. Gets thrown backwards. Oh, that ball is touched by a player from Zebre. And do they get it back? Or the Lions have it? Lions got it back. Driving forward. Fenter. Labakanye. He's getting nowhere. Big guy can't get through anybody. You got a Zebre player lying on the ball, slowing the ball down. Go from Vike goes forward. They can't seem to get past that 5 meter mark now. They're going the outside now. Kuhnhorn carries it back to the 5 meter line. Steenkamp. Lions, phase after phase after phase, they're not getting in. Did a dummy, Lubabalo DeBello. They sent it to the smallest guy they got out there, and he gets nailed. Is it Cater? Nearly drove through. They try to drive through, and Zebre are holding tough here at the moment. And they turn it over. Wow. That could be the game for the Lions right there. Nearly scored several times there and didn't pull it off. Oh, my goodness. So Nico Sten is going out, being replaced by the young scrum half, Hashim Peed. And we've got another player down. What's these freaking injuries are really slowing this game down here. Now we're moving along at a good pace. Now just one injury after another. Players back on their feet. Clock is running again. Hey, Stefan, what's going on? Only 70 likes. Come on, guys. Apparently people don't like the Lions. Or they don't want to watch rugby on a Sunday. 71 minutes in. He stopped the clock again for substitution. Jeez. Line out successful by the Zebre side. They're into them all, but it's not really going anywhere at the moment from their 10-meter line. Clock running at 71-18. High into the air, but it's going to go into touch unless something magical happens here. No, they keep it. Wow. But nobody retreated, so offside. Fusco with a bad kick there. Just limping around on the pitch. I wonder if he's injured. Looks like he is injured. Excuse me. So the Lions now, a kick to the corner. Give him a good field position here. That could be, well, it's actually not that great a field position. It's going to be around the 22. Not a very good kick by Dubalo. Dubala doesn't quite get it done. Lions have a line out around the 22. Mornay Brandon will throw it in. He's had a big impact since he came in the game. Clock is ticking again. Line out is successful. Lions trying to break through. Dobella comes back the other way. Lions breaking through the 22, past the gain line. Side entry by the Lions. Lucky they didn't call for that. Oh, nearly broke through there. Who was that? Looked like Darian Landsberg, but I don't think he's even in the lineup. It is Landsberg. Is Landsberg in there now? They're playing an advantage here, which would give them the regather lead. The kick forward and regathered by the Lions, but thrown Mornay Brandon, but I don't know if that was forward or not. Mornay Brandon has a try, but it might be a forward pass. I just said Mornay Brandon's had a big game since he came in. You had that other one wiped off. This one might be chalked off too. I think we need to go upstairs. I thought it was forward. But if it is, there's still a penalty. Yeah, I can't see it from this angle. You're going to have to give a side angle. But it looked in real time like it was a forward pass. Can't tell there. Mornay Brandon had to reach back to get it, but that doesn't mean it wasn't a forward pass. Yep, it's good. And there's a conversion. 20-15. Lions lead now. Wow, Mornay Brandon had a big impact. He's going to be my man of the match. It looked forward to me. It looked forward to me. Tomas Dominguez is coming in the game for Italy. Fusco is out. The Lions have got it inside their 22 on the restart. Just a little over 5 minutes remain. 20-15 is the score now. Ooh, Lions get lucky there. Big kick out to pass the midfield. Here comes Zebre, but there's no challenge past the 10-meter line as Baloney keeps going. Baloney tackled about the 26-meter line. Ball gets available. Lions have stolen it somehow. How'd they pull that off? But a bad pass. They pick it up. Kuhn Horn, that's his worst kick of the day, off his side of his foot. He rushed it. So less than 5 minutes. Instead of clearing the zone, it's still going to be on this side of the pitch for Zebre. Kathy Price, what's going on? Zebre Parma now had another opportunity just 22 meters out. Line out from 23 meters away. Thrown in, successful. 4 minutes, 18 seconds remain in the contest. They're into a maul from their 22. It's in the hands of Ribaldi. It's collapsed by Zebre themselves. New scrum half goes over the middle. It's from the middle of the field, inside the 22. Nice pass. Lions trying to stop them, and Zebre trying to break through. 4 minutes remain. Driving again. Phase after phase here for Zebre now. Comes down to this. Inside the 22. And Zebre inside the 22 now. They go wide. Going to come back towards the middle. Lions are giving up meters. Oh, they're pouring it on now. Zebre. Got to hold on to the ball, though. They're picking up space here as they go. Nice passing there. Down to 5 meters. 5 meters out now. 3 minutes left in the game. If they score here, Lions will probably go down to defeat. Right in front of the post. Tackle the 5 meter line. Oh. Great defense there, but then somehow they got the ball free and nearly get in. There it is. Oh, nice tackle there by the Lions, stopping it from scoring. Unbelievable tackle. 2 players stop a try from being scored. 2.5 minutes remain. 4 meters out. Pick and go. 2 meters out. A lot of phases. 1 meter out. Well, Lions blocking away there. It's Frankie Horn. There he goes. 2 minutes left. Game comes down to this. 1 meter out. So many phases. They're over and the try is scored. Wow. Wow. All because of a poor kick not getting it out of the zone. Matteo Nocera. That might be a return. Are they going to look at it? No, they're not looking at it. Yeah, they're asking for it to be looked at. I don't know if he's going to look at it, though. It's 2020. He got the shot off with 1 second left. 22-20. Wow. What a finish to this game. (22-20). Wow. 15 seconds left. All Zebra's got to do is get the ball and then run a couple phases and then kill it. They're going to go 2-0. Wow. The Lions gave this game away at the death knell. So disappointing. Use it. That's a hooter. That's a game. 22-20. Wow. Wow. The Lions screwed the pooch on this one. Could clear the zone with a kick. Final score 22-20. Wow. That's going to do it, folks. Yeah, that was the argument, Fanny. He was still part of the ruck. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know. I don't disagree. That was the issue, but they didn't look at it. I don't know why they didn't look at it. That's going to be it, folks. Thanks. Wow. 22-20. We'll see you on my news channel here in a couple minutes if you want to show up over there. Thanks, everybody.